So welcome, our beloved, brilliant colleague, Ben. We so appreciate your consistent leadership. And as always at SETC, we begin all things by giving thanks to the original stewards of the various lands we're on. We give thanks to all our ancestors, all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We give thanks to all our elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, and learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. So Ben, can you please introduce yourself to our listeners and viewers and share a bit about your remarkable work?
Sure. My name is Benjamin Feagin. I'm the CEO of AgriTech North. I'm Métis, Métis Nation of Ontario, Region 1, Northwestern Ontario, Métis community, and we're on rights-bearing territory in Northwestern Ontario. And AgriTech North is the first year-round producer of fresh produce in this whole region between Winnipeg and Thunder Bay. We quickly came to realize that these systems don't necessarily live up to their marketing claims, and we started innovating to survive. And so we've become a research and development center to help make these systems more financially sustainable in the long run.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for your remarkable work and your tenacity and just your sheer leadership. So my next question is, what's inspiring you right now in your work, or what's keeping you up at nights?
Those are kind of related, aren't they? So it's coming to market. Bridging the gap between a concept and a prototype and the market, that's a huge bridge, and it's been quite a feat. And not only that, we're not basing our organization off of one innovation. We see the issues of year-round agriculture, indoor farming as multifaceted in their challenges. And as a result, we're having to bring multiple technologies to market at the same time that work together in order to achieve net zero energy independent year-round growing in rural and remote communities across Canada. And that's a big feat. And it's probably a 5-year plan, and getting through, the cash flow issues and finding the right financing to get over the hurdle of these innovations and getting them built is what's keeping us up right now. We see light at the end of the tunnel. Things are finally, shaking loose. So we see things happening, and we expect to have some validation data by the end of this year.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. And it's a perfect segue to my next question. Do you have a set of key priorities right now in your work you'd like to amplify to our listeners, viewers, or to our general community of practice?
Yes, we want to depart from being an organization that floats its value proposition purely on marketing claims. So we work with over 20 academic partners to do third-party validations of the innovations that we're bringing to market to make sure that we are illustrating the value of what we're bringing to the table through the lens of an unbiased third party or series of parties. So that way, by the time it reaches market, it already has unbiased testimonials, potentially publications. And that's what we're really working on hard right now, because we don't want to join the masses of technology companies in the same playground, as so to speak, in regards to marketing claims.
Indeed. Thank you so much for that context and the clear, concise way that you're able to share. So another segue, what is your ultimate goal, and what does success look like and feel like to you and your colleagues?
Success to us in this calendar year would mean that our targets for the performance of these new systems are met or exceeded. After that, in the following years, we need to transition these technologies to manufacturing. And so in the next 2 to 3 years, we need manufacturable parts, it to be engineered, and we need a manufacturing line that's probably largely reliant on automation. And we need to start producing these facilities at scale. Within the next 5 years, I hope to have at least 10 sites that have active net zero energy independent year-round growing facilities to use as testimonials in different climates. And after that, then we're looking at national and international rollout of the technology.
Incredible. Thank you so much. My second last question, if you had a magic wand and you were able to shift policy or practice in the ecosystem, what would be almost like the most important thing that you'd like to see happen or change?
I think that the support in the research and development sector is there from an infrastructure standpoint, like the programs are there, the support is there. The issue is that the timetable of processing claims and funding for businesses in particular is just so long that they cause consistent cash flow crises for businesses who can't just lay people off and then hire them again in 2 months because reimbursement is taking a little longer. I think if I had a magic wand, then I would implement some kind of a credit authorization on the government side that allows them to reimburse first and process claim due diligence after based off of a credit check or something like that. I think that would smooth things over a lot on the processing side, and it would just speed up the entire timeline by potentially years. Because most of the time in these programs, we're actually just waiting on processing. And the next, like when a process is done, the next day we have the next form in, but then we're back to waiting 3, 4, or 5 months for them to finish their part. So I think that would be the biggest thing that would help move everything just so much faster.
That's incredible. Thank you so much for sharing. That's really appreciated. So my last question, do you have any closing thoughts or calls to action for our listeners and our viewers?
Calls to action. I suppose that these technologies are going to change the agricultural industry dramatically. Our new greenhouse technology will cost less to build and will cost nearly half to operate due to its superior insulation characteristics. We're talking a global shift in agricultural sustainability and food sovereignty, food security. And so I think, having more people go into the agricultural industry, particularly looking for programs in controlled environment agriculture or indoor agriculture. We don't have a program in Canada yet in order to train in this area. So we're often looking for expertise. And we need it. This is a growing industry. And, as we grow and we implement more facilities, we're going to need more people. And they just don't exist in Canada because there's no educational program. We are trying to develop one through a program we've applied for, but it's years out. So I think having more people involved in this industry, even if it's getting hired somewhere to get the training, now is a good time to actually get into this industry and implement some of these new technologies and get the experience, because it's going to be it's a booming industry already, but it's going to be even bigger once these technologies hit the market.
Thank you so much, Ben, for your visionary leadership, tenacity, and the sheer revolutionary ideals and sentiments behind your framework and your model. As I shared before, my wife has been in the agricultural space for decades, and the way you're fusing technology with agriculture is so important, especially when it comes to food sovereignty and just essential liberation for people. So once again, I really applaud the work of you and your colleagues. And as always, we close the way we began this interview, this conversation, by giving thanks to the original stewards of the various lands we're on. We give thanks to all our ancestors, all those who toiled without compassion or compensation. We give thanks to all our elders and community stalwarts whose shoulders we stand on as we build, share, and learn together for our collective liberation and sovereignty. Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.